tired of the other women. I'm tired of him using me. For 2 months, I didn't even hear from you. Where were you?
I'm overwhelmed, man. I love you.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. He fooled you about 50 times.
We are a financial disaster because of him.
Divorce doesn't exist where I'm from.
Neither one of you is wrong for having your opinions, but it just makes you wrong for each other. There's been a huge breach of trust, according to you.
She was on the fast with the pastor. She sent her pictures with a smoothie of straw in her mouth and a sausage McMuffin. Can I eat this, pastor? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, why you gotta send pictures with it?
Here is today's case.
He says his girlfriend's growing insecurities have strained their relationship. She says he's a musician and could be doing more than just entertaining his fans. Can this relationship be saved? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Marla from Bowie, Maryland.
We so appreciate you being with us today, Marla. As our superfan, I'm sending you a signed copy of my book, Sis Don't Settle.
Your Honor, this is the case of Taylor versus McDaniel.
Thank you, Juan. Mr. Michael Taylor.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Miss Shanna McDaniel
Yes, Your Honor.
to divorce court today. I understand the two of you have been in a relationship the last 5 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
On and off. But you're here today in divorce court because you've been on and you're deciding whether it's going to be off again and you're going to call it quits for good.
Yes.
And I understand, sir, you brought a witness with you today, Miss Carla Walton.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for being here, Miss Walton. I will hear from you shortly. I'd like to hear from you first, Mr. Taylor. You've alleged some serious issues that the two of you been having in your relationship. Why don't you give me some background?
Well, yes. I'm here today because Shanna keeps accusing me of cheating. Her insecurities are getting out of control, and also her drinking problem is getting out of hand. So, you know, if we can't get these things nipped in the bud today, our relationship has to end.
What do you have to say about that, Ms. McDaniel?
I'm tired of Michael cheating on me and being on these social medias with these groupies. I mean, he's a struggling artist, but he needs to step up with the responsibilities of our household. And if he doesn't, I'm done.
Mr. Taylor, you said that you're being accused of cheating, but it's not real. It's all in her head.
Right.
And it's because of what you do for a living, according to you.
Yes.
What do you do, sir?
Well, I also deal with all things delivery. I'm an independent contractor. And also I'm an artist, rapper, /singer, whatever. So, you know, I'm always networking and dealing with various individuals, male and female, talking to different individuals.
Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor, that's me performing.
Okay.
Yes,
I thought that was Master P for a second, but okay. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. So, yes, ma'am, that's me performing. Also, that night, she thought I was actually coding on her then, but, you know, to be honest with you, I'm just sick of it.
So you're being accused, but you say you actually have done nothing wrong.
Right, yes.
Tell me what's been going on, because you said you've been in the music industry for over 5 years now. You use social media to promote your music, but what's happening?
Okay, well, I have to DM various models and Instagram people, you know, and it's getting to the point where she has seen a few DMs. A woman might flirt, that's a part of the game, you know, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna bite the bait, you know, because I'm in a relationship. So it's like, when she sees something, it's always, oh, you must be having sex with her, or you must be doing this or doing that, and it's getting to the point where it's like beating a dead horse, you know?
Why are you messaging them, the women?
Well, the reason I'm messaging them may to do music together or may to get them to appear in my video shoot, you know, photo shoot, to help build my brand, you know? So.
What do you say is happening?
Okay, so Michael has a social media, and he apparently had one page that I'm befriended on. So I went on the page and started getting nosy. I started hitting his page, and there's like an arrow on there where you can scroll down and look and see if somebody has another page. So I looked and saw that he had 2 or 3 other pages that he has not befriended me on. And then I saw a comment come across the screen of another woman messaging him, and he was messaging her back, hearting pictures and all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, but you're saying this is business, but you're hearting these women's pictures, and what happened to the other pages? Why are you hiding the other pages?
So you had a secret social media page?
No, Your Honor.
I'm telling you right now, once people find out you're keeping secrets, it's usually not a good look.
Well, it's not even like that. I have several social media pages, Instagram specifically, so I promote a lot of beauty across the world, for one. So, you know, I mean, I guess she thought that, oh, I'm trying to get at this woman or get at that woman, but it's nothing like that, you know?
What do you mean by promoting beauty across the world?
Well, I repost a lot of stuff that will bring a lot of engagement to my pages.
Okay. And she didn't know about this page until she stumbled across it?
Well, see, she knows that I do promotions, but it's like, it's just, I feel like the insecurity is getting the best of her. Because I'm with her every night, excuse me, so it's like.
So what kind of boundaries have you established regarding social media? Do the two of you have an agreement as to what's appropriate and what's not?
No, we don't.
Therein lies an issue. Right?
Right.
Because I think you have to, social media these days, it used to be people would come in, they would talk about all the issues in their relationship and it was all about money and finances, and now social media has become such a big issue. The fact is you need to communicate and come to an agreement as to what the boundaries are and what you're comfortable with regarding social media.
Right.
But my thing is like, okay, how is he doing business by hiding these pictures?
How is that business?
I feel like if I repost, say, an Instagram model, you know, I want to show love to them so they can come on my social media platform and show love back.
Okay.
And that's how I'm building.
Networking and building a network by communicating that way.
Most definitely.
You have to think about who you're in a relationship with and what he does for a living and his music industry, because I see this a lot. People are in the industry and they connect with other people in the industry via social media, and that may not be something that you're comfortable with, but it sounds like he feels like it's a part of what he does.
But he's in a relationship. Like, he's got to tell these women to, like, back down. I'm in a relationship. He shouldn't be hiding these pictures of these women on Instagram, and I definitely should have known about the other pages. It's disrespectful.
She broke your phone?
Yes.
Because she saw the text message from Carla?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, let me see the messages. You write, "Can't wait to see you, honestly." She responds, "I can't wait to see you too." Why are you texting him about coming over to your place in the middle of the night? What about the text messages? Because you said it's actually gone a step further.
Well, see, we had one instance where it was late at night and we were just hanging out, me and her, just a little one-on-one quality time. And I received a text message from my friend Carla here, and it was just like, "Hey, when are you coming to hang out with me and see me?" She saw the message, instantly flipped, thinking I'm going to mess off with her in some way. You know, she literally took my phone and broke it, and I sent
She
evidence.
broke your phone?
Yes.
Because she saw the text message from Carla?
Yes, Your Honor, and I submitted evidence to the courts.
Miss McDaniel, you smashed the phone?
Absolutely.
Well, you know smashing the phone doesn't make the text messages go away.
No, it doesn't, but he can't reach out.
They're still there in the cloud.
He can't reach out to other women if the phone is smashed.
So you also can't communicate with him if the phone is smashed.
But it got to the point that I got tired of communicating with him. I'm like, I'm telling you, you know, we've been together too long for him to be disrespecting me like that.
Well, let me see the messages. You write, "Can't wait to see you, honestly." She responds, "Aw, I can't wait to see you too." You respond, "I'm your best friend." She responds, "Of course, love you too. 1 second is mom. Oh, okay. Drop your location." That is pretty friendly.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you asking if you're her best friend?
Well, she had been planning to move to Atlanta for over a year now, and I just felt like she was just giving me the runaround, you know? And
how is your best friend giving you the runaround? About what?
Just about coming. She kept flogging me out.
Why do you care that much?
Because it's my best friend.
A friend is not going to hit you up in the middle of the night and see, "Hey, can you come by?" That's more than a friend.
Those messages were in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Okay, Carla, I would love to hear from you, Miss Walton. Please step up to the lectern. What is going on?
Yes, Your Honor. So basically, Michael and I have been friends since we were in middle school. Maybe about 20 years we've been friends. So, like, I know his family, he knows my family. We go to cookouts together. We just have a bond that's been established and a loyalty between us. He's literally my best friend. Miss McDaniel is making too much of the situation.
You texted him in the middle of the night about
Correct.
stopping over at your place?
Correct, yeah.
Why is that appropriate when he's in a relationship with someone?
That's understood, but Michael and I, like I said, have been friends for 20 years, so this is something that we do on the normal all the time. We text each other, we come and visit each other.
Why are you texting him about coming over to your place in the middle of the night?
Well, we pretty much, we'll link up, we'll listen to music, we'll have a couple drinks, we'll talk about life. I try to give him a lot of advice on life, and him as well as me, because like I said, we're best friends, we know each other best.
I need you to do those activities at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, not 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's
with somebody
but
who's
like I
in a
said,
relationship.
We're best friends.
Boundaries. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Things change when you decide to be in a committed, monogamous relationship. And you can understand that.
That's understood, Your Honor, but at the same time, I've known him 4 times longer than she's known him. So we know each other best. It's pretty much, he's like a brother to me. So Miss McDaniel is always giving him issues and headaches and being jealous. So I'm someone that he can come and talk to about his relationship, his music, and other things he has going on in his life.
So you actually support what Mr. Taylor is saying, that this is boiling down to her insecurities?
Correct. And we actually went on a trip together. It was supposed to be a quick trip, and we were gonna bond.
I'm saying, who says I love you to a friend? Like,
what
I love you back and forth. Like,
Some people do it. But I was just asking about this in the grand scheme of things, and all the messages and the testimony from Mr. Taylor about him being given the runaround.
But
those
this is
were the
something,
words
Your
that,
Honor, that has been going on before Miss Daniel had even existed in the picture.
Okay.
We have a bond. He's like my brother, and so she needs to understand that and stop being so jealous.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Walton. Thank
you.
2 weeks ago, something happened in your relationship that's changed your perspective completely. What is that?
We were standing outside the front of her house, and she kind of confessed to me that the whole time we've been talking that she was still married.
Well, so Ms. McDaniel, you're still married? So you're in divorce court with the wrong person. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free, 1-877-311-2222, or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. You said that there's an issue that's come up that's really changed your perspective about what you thought the two of you had these last several years. Can you explain that to me?
Well, yes, Your Honor. When I first met her, she was drinking in moderation, but now it has gotten to the point where she has to have at least 2 16-ounces flavored beers every night just to go to sleep, and I have submitted evidence of that. Also, you know, it has affected our sex life. So it's like...
Why are you drinking so much?
Well, he knows I have insomnia and I have problems going to sleep, and so I drink so that I can go to sleep, but I also drink because he's a nagger. Like, he gets on my nerves. Like, he's always blah, blah, blah and talking, and it's like late at night I gotta get up and he's constantly running his mouth. So sometimes I drink just to tune him out because he's getting on my nerves, and I don't wanna have sex that night,
So you said, according to you, he is driving you to drink.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing it.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
well, that's not true, and you know that's not true.
Your Honor, he's nagger. He gets on my nerves, and I just be drinking and tune him out for real.
Well, if that's an issue, if that's become an issue for you, where you're drinking every day, you're drinking every night, that's something that you need to have an honest conversation with yourself about.
Yes, Your Honor, because we had an incident in the midst of our trip that we took, the 3 of us. She drove, so we're driving on the highway, and we was kind of going back and forth, and I kind of mentioned the fact, like, hey, you need to really focus, you know, because you a little, you know, in your element. So she went off on me and stopped the car on the expressway.
Who was driving?
She was. So I had to literally get her back in the car so we can continue, you know, our trip.
Are you saying she was drinking?
Not at the time, but we had been out that night, you know, at a bar or whatever.
Okay, I'm not saying at that moment, but that night you had been at a bar, there was drinking, and how was she the designated driver? What sense does that make?
Well, it didn't make a lot of sense, but...
All of you have been drinking?
Yes, but in her case, she claimed that, oh, I can handle it. You know, I'm usually drinking and, driving a little, I can do it. So I just let her drive. So it came down to the point where we had that incident, and it was like, whoa, this is like...
Well, okay, so all of you are being irresponsible in that moment.
Yes.
If you're deciding that all of you are drinking, but she's the designated driver because she can handle it.
Well, let him tell
That's
it.
not the way it
my
works.
fault. I'm the problem.
Well, no, I'm not.
But
blaming
you said that 2 weeks ago, the reason why you're really here is because something happened in your relationship that's changed your perspective completely. What is that?
Well, 2 weeks ago, we were standing outside the front of her house, and she just kind of gave like a weird look, like just like she was nervous or worried. And then she kind of confessed to me that the whole time we've been talking that she was still married. So, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did this come from? That's just, I took that as, you're not keeping it all the way real with me, so what else are you hiding in that closet of yours?
Oh, my God, he lies so much.
Well, so Ms. McDaniel, you're still married? So you're in divorce court with the wrong person.
But I don't even keep in contact with the guy that he's talking about. We don't even talk.
I didn't ask you about what kind of contact you had. I asked if you were still legally married to him.
Yes, Sean, I am.
That's a huge impediment. And he just found out after 5 years, two weeks ago?
It's complicated that he knows about that situation.
I don't think he knew because 2 weeks ago, you reluctantly revealed this information.
I told him.
So if he knew, you wouldn't be telling him, am I right? You had a plethora of opportunities over the course of 5 years to share this information with Mr. Taylor, because the problem is even just the omission of it, not talking about it, not bringing it up, is still a lie. Here's where we are. You came to divorce court today because you said you wanted to address some of the impediments in your relationship that's stopping you from moving forward. You don't trust him. Whether or not he's doing something wrong, because you haven't presented any smoking gun to me today. And I listened to what he said about Ms. Walton. I read the text messages. But the biggest impediment is really you and your marriage to someone else. He can't move forward with this relationship with you for a number of reasons. One is the trust. Even if he's not cheating, you think he is, and you're accusing him of cheating, and that's no way to live. Because you don't have trust in the relationship, you're not happy. He's not excited about you publicly. He's not owning up to you and being proud about you in the public manner on your social media, and it's hurting your feelings. And what he does for a living is also problematic for you because he said this is all a part of the brand and the genre and the game. You're not bad people, but that makes you bad for each other.
It's really toxic. Like, I am unhappy. I've been unhappy for a long time. Like, I'm just over it. I'm sick of it.
Well, so then why don't you take some steps to fix that? And this is the first one. The second one is you have to take steps to resolve your marriage. I'm going to give you a referral to an attorney in Tennessee, and I want you to speak with the attorney. You need to dissolve your prior marriage once and for all so you actually can move on and have a happy and healthy relationship without this huge impediment and cloud hanging over your head.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Mom.
Judge Faith made a valid point. Like, when she said that he's a rapper and he's gonna have fans, and if I can't deal with it, then we need to separate. I absolutely agree with her on that advice that, hey, why go through the drama? Just go ahead and separate.
Well, I truly feel what Judge Faith says was right on the head, right on the nail in the coffin, because at the end of the day, I have to be free in my profession. I feel like this relationship has really had me constrained. I really enjoy Shanna. She's a great woman, but it is what it is at this point.
Well, you know, I'm actually in school. I'm a professional student, so I'm just gonna focus on my career and take care of my family.